Three the hard way.
What it do? What it do? A little bit back, y'all, before we think get this thing kicking. You know what I'm saying, Doc? Gotta find a way so they don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Blocking our shit. So the only route I can go is put my shit on here, or we go route. You know what I'm saying, Doc? What it do? What it do? Appreciate everybody tuning in right now. Facebook, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts at. Appreciate you a whole lot. This is the Third Perspective Podcast. I am your host, your late night supervisor, dope dealer extraordinaire, DC's own Rad B.I.D. Jones. That's rapping for your internet fools. To the left of me, my co-host, Radical Rail. And he is radical, you know? The bottom, that's Jay. This is the Third Perspective Podcast. Appreciate everybody tuning in right now. This is 2020, when a pandemic, social justice crisis, and an economic crisis. But I'm black and I'm proud. What it do? What it do, yo? What's going on, Jay? How you day been today, man? What's going on with you?
I've been cooler. There's a lot of news popping off today. Well, for the past few days, I should say, but a lot of news.
You said a lot of news.
Yeah.
I mean, every day is gonna be news, Flair.
Yeah.
What news you thinking about right now?
Nah, I'm talking about every day, something new.
Oh, in general, huh?
In general.
So everything good with you, huh?
Yeah.
What it do, Red?
Shit.
The radical one?
You know? It's a typical day, you know? Seeing a lot of people ranting and all that other shit.
People ranting out.
Yeah.
What we ranting about now?
Apparently, they don't want violence in their neighborhood no more. But they don't do nothing to stop that. So how that gonna work? I'm trying to figure that out.
Yeah, they're like 20 people shot or something over in Minnesota Avenue.
Greenway neighborhood, yeah. 20 people shot. It was 21 people shot. One dead. One in critical condition. They looting in Chicago. But the mayor won't speak about that. If you looting, we coming to get you. But years before that, she wasn't speaking about the gun violence that was going on in neighborhoods down south side of Chicago. They raised the bridges up so they won't loot downtown, but won't speak on the neighborhood.
Won't speak on it?
Nah, they ain't talking about nothing. But we'll talk about looting in the stores though.
One thing when I started the podcast, I did want to every once in a while speak on either some of the news in our neighborhood, DC area. You know what I'm saying? So I did want to do that, but there's so much going on that we never got a chance to really inject the DC part of the news. You know what I'm saying? DC DMV part. So from now on in this podcast, we are going to start addressing some of the issues that are in our neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Put them on this podcast. You know, so we're going to start letting you know when stuff like this went down, just in case you didn't know on the news or nothing. So some of this stuff is we got to address that. You know what I'm saying? Some of this shit is over top, like all it's gonna do is send me and Rail into that same thing we go into with these guns and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna happen with that, especially with the 20 shot. I mean, like for example, I'm a person that can't just go all in and say, all right, that should none of that happen. I don't know what the situation is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's happening there. You feel me? I don't know. Somebody could slap the shit out of somebody up. I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could kidnap somebody's grandmother. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that's going on. What's the I don't know what's happening. So I can't speak on what's going on because if you're from the streets, you know it's a lot going on here. You know what I'm saying? You know, it ain't just somebody just randomly just shooting out somebody. You know what I'm saying? So it's strings attached to this shit. You know? So it ain't easy just go blanket and say, oh, I want everything to stop. Because if something happened to you or your grandmother or something, you're going to want to retaliate. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So you can't tell, it's like isolated situation. You can't put them all in one joint. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What you think, Red?
I think people going to the stream like as soon as violence happen, oh, black lives don't matter to black people. But I'm like, you can't just say that. You gotta look at that shit deep at the root of this shit, man. Whatever happened, like you said, we don't really know, and don't nobody really know what happened to Jordan. But they saying put the guns down. I get that. I understand that. But you glorify gun violence. The shit don't make sense. If you glorify that shit in the hood and you get mad because a little kid or a teenager pick up a gun, then you gotta look at the culture and yourself. But they don't bring that up. All I see is, man, y'all youngest guns stop. Put the guns down. Oh, it's like,
but who glorifying it though?
Us as a black culture glorified. You get more respect for shooting up a hood than you do for being straight and narrow and going to school.
Yeah,
that's a culture thing.
You get more respect for doing that. Let me give you a perfect example. Lil Boosie, before he went to jail, everybody was glorifying. Then when he came out, he said, I'm looking at life at a different perspective. Nobody don't really respect him no more. He said, I want to change my ways, change my life around.
Man, nigga.
Nobody don't even fuck with him like that no more.
Nigga, anybody that, like I tell anybody, man, like me, anybody that been through the fucking system, young, just don't want to do that no more at all. I'm telling you, that's some stressful shit. Like,
it is.
When you walking from the back, from the holding cell joint, and you walk into the courtroom, that's like the eeriest thing that's happening because it's so quiet. From the loud noise that you coming from, everybody just fucked up back there. They just come out there, everybody quiet as fuck, and everybody's looking at you. You know what I'm saying? And you got a lawyer out there. You don't know what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? He tell you to plead. You know what I'm saying? This is like, it's like a whole nother world once you walk into the courtroom. You know? It's just crazy as shit. That shit crazy, son.
Yeah, but a youngin don't care. Youngin like, oh shit, well, this shit on point. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but in that situation, don't nobody know what triggered that man. It could have been anything. It could have been he just had enough, stressed out. Like you said, it could have been beefing with somebody. Even though it's stupid to shoot everybody to get that one person, but hey, if you see red, you see red. You like, oh, there that motherfucker is. Let me. Kind of stupid to me, but
that,
you know.
That goes to something we were talking about earlier when I was like, you can't do something to somebody and don't expect things to happen just because somebody a girl or a child or something. Because you did some dirt. You know what I'm saying? And when somebody retaliates on you, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? You gotta expect that when you do stupid, dumb shit. Literally. Because you can't expect a person to come drive by your joint and light your joint up and ain't expecting to hit nobody but you. You know what I'm saying? Because they lighting the whole joint up.
Yep.
You feel me? So more than you gonna get hit, you put your family in jeopardy, period, when you made those decisions. Real, bro. But just like I say with the guns, you know, it's a bigger issue, like with the Congress and all that shit. All that shit is bigger issue than it's a lot can happen that don't happen. You know what I'm saying? But like now with the stimulus and all that shit, you got your man doing what do you do? He signed a bill or something. He signed executive orders. Matter of fact, what y'all think about the executive order, Jake?
The executive orders right now, he's pulling all the stops because it's election, and he trying to make it seem like he doing something for the people. But in all reality, he's just doing it just to make himself look good, make himself seem like he's doing something proud, and he ain't doing shit.
Real?
Yeah, it's just like a dog and pony show to me. You know, I'm like, okay, you kind of late with all this shit, but
All right.
Yeah, he real late. And then the executive orders he signed, he can't even do it
yeah,
because he don't have the power to do it. He don't have the power to do these executive orders.
All
And
right.
then
So
he's trying to drain the fund from FEMA.
there you go.
so this is part of the reason some of the things I'm real adamant about, right? Is first that all black people know the fake leaders, right? That's my main goal, right? That's where me and Real clash at right there, right? But then all this right here with the Congress is the same thing as first we gotta vote. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some of that shit you just gotta vote. But if you follow this podcast, you know that me, Real, Jay, we've been following the Congress. We know that Democrats put a bill up 2 months ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we know that's clear. A bill to take care of all this shit, and give you the $1,200, all that bullshit. Everything will be covered. Just re-sign the bill, Trump. That's all he had to do, right? Everybody know that part if you watch this podcast, right? So now we get to the point where it's 2 weeks late, the week before the deadline, and all that shit. Then after the deadline, the Republicans want to negotiate, right? Now when they come to negotiation with no time on the clock, they want it their way. Now, the average black person don't know this is going on. You feel me? They just see, oh, Trump, oh, he didn't want to take care of the Democrats. They bullshit. You feel me? This is our problem right here. This is a key example of the bullshit. Republicans all together cook this bullshit up, right? They don't want to negotiate at all. Fuck that. We ain't trying to negotiate because they could negotiate 2 months ago, right? So what they want to do is send it over the deadline and leave it up to him to do some motherfucking signing some bullshit to make him look like a hero or something, right? When the whole time you could have took care of this shit 2 months ago. People, the average person that don't follow this shit would just look at it like, oh fuck, man, well, I ain't got my 600 no more. You know what I'm saying? Or what my 1200? I ain't getting none of that. And they look at the news and see him, okay, I'm doing it since they bullshit. See what I'm saying? And the whole time it's a lot more to it than that. You feel me? That's my main thing about this shit right here. Those two things I want to make clear to black people that you got to follow all this shit. Because you can't look at the TV one time and see Trump saying, oh, I'm signing this for you then, since they bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And think that's how it went. You know what I'm saying? When it didn't go like that. They set this shit up themselves. The Republicans did it themselves. They literally didn't want to negotiate so he could do this shit. Simple as that. Coming in with $200, $100. You know the Democrats ain't gonna do that shit. People don't think they want to fight for shit that concerns them. But dog, when you bring Democrats some shit like $100 and shit, they want. Come on, nigga.
I've been following it. The Democrats is actually saying to Republicans, these people are paying their taxes on their own shit. Why can't we break the bank for the people that paying their own shit?
Exactly. That's where we clash at. You see what I'm saying? They so stuck on, oh, they getting $600, they ain't going to work. Like, what the fuck you mean? Niggas, a pandemic. What are you
Jobs are closed.
Exactly. Nobody's
Business has gone out of business.
Like, this shit dumb. Real? What you think?
Yeah, I mean, we knew it was a dog and pony show, but god damn, dog. I mean, you would think they would put that aside to help people out and be bipartisan with it. But even then, they still make a case for, okay, look, we still gonna be asshole Republicans. And that should be frustrating because people out here really depend on what they was getting.
It's crazy.
And for you not to care just mean that's that radical shit coming out. Like, yo, let's torch these motherfuckers. Let's burn that shit down, dog. Because if you know we need this, you telling us to stay home. Now everything going out of business. And now you, as the government, not trying to help this, but you'll bail out a bank. You'll bail out NASDAQ. You'll bail out all these people, but not the people itself. How's it even gonna work?
Exactly.
Hey, Brad, did you get your small business loan yet?
Hell nah.
See, that's the shit I'm talking about.
I went
And
back
they-
on that joint 2 days ago. That said website down. That's it.
See, they on that bullshit. They trying to get y'all motherfucker down.
See, people think I signed an executive order, right? $400. Then he don't want to pay all of it. He wanted the states to pay 100 of it, like 25%. All right, so states already don't have no money. You gotta have states to agree with this shit. And then we gotta go through that. You know what I'm saying? Well, some of these states are Republicans. They gonna be like, nope, I ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we gotta go through this shit. So we now months down the line again when niggas starve and get put out. Come on, man, stop this shit, dog.
And the fucked up thing about it, unemployment about to go bankrupt if it haven't already.
This shit is silliness to me, man.
I mean, how the fuck can they go bankrupt, dog? It's backed by the motherfucking treasury.
Exactly.
It's fucked up. It is fucked up. But the unemployment can go bankrupt. Trust and believe me, it can. That well can run dry
If they don't fund it,
if
exactly.
they don't fund it, and they ain't trying to fund
They're
it.
not
And
gonna
that's
fund
the
nothing.
problem.
They don't want to give you $600. None of that shit because they think that's a lot of fucking money, folks.
And the
Nigga.
fucked up part about it, Republicans gone to recess.
Yeah, they
I
left
think
the
they on
Democrats dead.
vacation.
That's my point. That's why I really want to stress this shit to black people. You gotta pay attention to this shit, dog. Don't look at the fly-by shit. Them niggas left. They ain't even negotiate. You know what I'm saying? So it left him. This is their whole plan to do this shit. Shit that don't work. So they won't have to spend no money. They don't want to spend no more money. They don't want to get that. That's the one thing me and Rail agreed on the last podcast, that these motherfuckers ain't giving up no more money. Where Republicans don't want to do shit at all, literally. Like, it's not no pandemic. Go to fuck to work. That type shit. Like, what? You tell me it's a pandemic or not. Which one is it, motherfucker? You tell me wear a mask or not. What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? If it's a pandemic, make up your mind. Don't tell me, oh, no, go back to work. We ain't getting no money. Go back to work, then we go to work. It's no jobs. You know what I'm saying? Or it's a pandemic, so wear your mask. Like, make up your mind, yeah? We take our cues from the government because y'all supposed to know what the fuck y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? Literally. This is T3P podcast, Third Perspective. That's Jay at the bottom, Ray, Radical Rail top. I'm Rad B.I.D. Jones. We're discussing the little things here and there about the Congress, really. You know? I appreciate everybody, though.
And that's the shit that drive a motherfucker to blow some shit up, you know? I'm serious, man. You take all that man hope away, like you just said. Them three things you just said. You tell us go back to work, but then ain't no work, or the job that they had ain't there no more. You're not help getting us no more money. You're not even helping fix the situation. You tell us it's a pandemic, but it's not a pandemic. You think a person won't flip out?
Exactly.
I'm just like, yeah, and flip the fuck out and like fuck all you motherfuckers and go down there and kill whoever.
You literally.
Somebody did get shot near the White House today.
This shit like this, man, I can't take this dumb shit. Like, if it's a pandemic, it shouldn't be no Republican Democrat type shit going on.
Thank you.
Know what I'm saying?
It should be automatic bipartisan.
Why would they freeze and start talking about, oh, no, y'all work, you stay home? And what the fuck that come from? Like, what are you talking about, dog? You know what I'm
They
saying?
don't work at home too. Get
I
to
just
it.
don't like that shit. Man. You give everybody all this fucking money, all these business. Like now, one of those executive orders was some shit for the corporations for tax cuts. Like,
Yeah,
what is that
payroll
for?
tax.
That has nothing to do with anything. Come on, man.
They ain't making enough money because they gotta pay their workers extra to work in a pandemic, so then they get a payroll tax cut.
That type shit.
Fuck out of here. That's
None
just
of that
greed,
shit
man.
hits you right now. Like the bill before, all that shit hit your bank account. All that shit was just happening. You know what I'm saying? None of that's gonna happen like that no more. You know what I'm saying? If you get that $400, you be lucky. Whatever state you in, you lucky as fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's what this shit done turned into. Shit's crazy. But we're gonna switch gears though. I appreciate everybody from Guam tuning in. Appreciate you a whole lot. what's that? Alberto Canada. That's what's up. Alberto Canada. Got me saying all these new names and shit I don't even pronounce. You know what I'm saying, Doc? You know, real?
All around the world, baby. All around the world.
I ain't like T.I. and motherfucking what's his name? Joe Budden and shit be talking all this proper shit. I ain't want them niggas to get on and do that shit. I gotta pull out a dictionary, or you gotta tell me what the word is. You know what I'm saying, Doc? I ain't gonna fake with you. You know what I'm saying, Jay? Fuck all that, yeah. But yeah. One thing I want to get into before I give another shout out to Tennessee, though. You know what I'm saying? Before I go on. Tennessee, appreciate you a whole lot. Is domestic violence itself, right? Before I go into certain things, I just want to know domestic violence is abroad as a whole. What you think of domestic violence? Now, it don't have to be a married couple. Most couples are, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking overall to each one of y'all, what's your first thought process on domestic violence? Jay?
Well, it's two people who in a relationship and, you know, get to a violent disagreement, like a gun to somebody's head or a knife or punch somebody, kick somebody, throwing somebody out the window, lighting them on fire, shit like that. Very violent shit. And the makings of that is that it goes both ways. The female could do that to a dude. The dude could do that to the female. But it doesn't have to even be physical either. It could be mental. You know, it just keep talking shit, bad shit to you.
Yeah. But, real?
Yeah, domestic violence, like Jay said, go male or female. I mean, female domestic violence goes, it's laughed at because the thought of a chick doing that is you get, I don't know how to put it, but you get like teased and looked at funny. Like if you actually call police on a chick and be like, yo, y'all need to come get her, you know what I'm saying, she doing some dumb shit, they're going to put you out the house and tell you it's like your fault. So in some people's eyes, why even call the police? But if she call it and you could do nothing to her, you going to jail. No way around it. And you're going to have a stay away order. So, and my whole thing on the overall is it's a lot of anger in male and females. So some of that shit, people don't know how to relieve it. So they'll take it out on a spouse, whether it be male, female, female on male, or, you know, same sex marriages. So, you know, female on female, male on male. But it goes towards your aggression too. Sometimes it be like the people you think do it, don't do it, and the people you don't think do it, do it. So it as a whole it need to be taken seriously, because if she cried wolf, she need to be punished for that. She can't use the law when she ain't getting her way and be like, yo, look, I'm gonna call police on you. I'm gonna say you did this, and no repercussions come for that. Oh no, they're gonna just tell you, oh, you a man, chuck that shit up, get the fuck out. No, you can't. It can't be double-sided. Just like if a man hit her, he need to be held accountable for that. Because, you know, no matter what you do, you shouldn't put your hands on her. That's my personal opinion. I would just walk away from it, because ain't nothing good gonna come from it. But as a whole, it's been going on for a long time, because I heard stories from back in the day. Granddad used to beat Big Mama up, and it was just kept under the rug, or chicks held that shit in better. But it's been a long thing coming, because you gotta think, as a oppressed person, you gotta take that shit out on somebody, and they was taking it out on their wives. I ain't saying it's right, but I'm just saying a lot of men was taking the shit out on their wives. Like, you getting fucked in the world, you come home and get a little drunk and use that as an excuse to go upside your old lady head. That shit ain't cool. I'm against domestic violence. That's Radical Rail stance. You know? We don't hit the females, though. We don't hit the females.
Yeah, we don't do no
Now,
female here.
It's a lot of ways that this thing go down, right? Like when I was telling you the other day, I was in the shop. I seen somebody out there joint arguing. Right? Remember that shit? I said, main man was trying to choke her, and he picked her up and shit, and then You know what I'm saying? The 8-9 niggas jumped out the car and all that shit. Because it's like you cannot beat on women in broad day. You know what I'm saying? In broad daylight, where this shit is crazy. Because all right, let's say you married. It's not married. You're not married. I'm gonna tell you how some of this stuff go down. Like it's like a female and they're in a relationship, right? And she think he cheat, right? So from that point on, every time she see him, it's like anger. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I'm telling you, girls will do things that, like in the house, amongst the two of them, the two of those people, they do stuff, man. I'm telling you, to irk guys into doing shit, right? They shouldn't put their hands on women, period. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be a serious whistling where they'll put their finger in your face. You know what I'm saying? They'll smooch you. You know what I'm saying? Like a nigga standing there talking to a girl and they smooch you. It's like your first reaction is, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like some things they do. Some girls would do. You know what I'm saying? Well, take a nigga all the way over the edge, right? Physically, I think to me, girls are just as much physical as guys, right? Because they quicker to hit a dude before a dude will hit a girl, right? Most dudes that beat girls, they got issues. You know what I'm saying? They're going to do that regardless. That's their thing. You know what I'm saying? They got problems. You know what I'm saying? But when you irk a dude that don't hit girls, you feel me? This is what I'm talking about. Those guys. You feel me? I was raised in a household where my mother was getting her ass whooped. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I was like 16 when I was sitting in the room. I just couldn't take that shit no more. You feel me? And I busted in the room. Like, this shit gotta stop. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm gonna get my ass whooped too. You know what I'm saying? This is the last day this thing going on. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I know firsthand growing up as a child like how that shit is. You feel me? It's like sometimes you want to cry like that's your mother. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what can you do about that shit as a child? You know what I'm saying? And when I was coming up, like you said, the grandmothers and grandmother, my grandmother used to beat my grandfather. It was the other way around. You know what I'm saying? Chase him up and down the street, all types of shit. So it was a different dynamic. So in the black culture, it was always a situation where it was domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? Always. It wasn't never the situation where it wasn't no domestic violence because it was always in our grandmothers. Like my grandma used to beat my grandfather. You know what I'm saying? My father, my mother used to get in their issues. You feel me? So it's always in our culture. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it comes from getting whipped as slaves. We beat our kids, you know what I'm saying, as discipline and shit like that. It's like a mentality we have as a discipline type shit. You feel me? But it's no way on earth when you put your hands on a girl. Period. There's no reason for that shit at all. But like I told you, I think in the first, second podcast, I used the milk before in the head and all that shit. Like, you gotta do something, young. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it be issues where situations where you be like, God damn, dog, if you don't stop playing, you know what I'm saying? Your head will be in that wall, planted. Slim, fuck wrong with you? You know? I don't know, man. It's like reality shows and shit. I be watching some of them joints, man. I think one thing about this quarantine shit, it do get your couples and shit closer. You feel me? It got guys watching shit they never watched before. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I be having guys coming in my shop talking about reality shows that I know they wasn't watching before quarantine. You feel me? You know what I'm saying, dog? And they start telling you, hey, my girl got me watching this and all that. It's like, you know what I'm saying, like hip hop and shit, you know what I'm saying? Housewives. Guys watching all that shit now, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like the couple thing has gotten, to me, better as black couples and shit now, our community. In this quarantine, to be honest with you, we more in tune with each other. We go out with each other now. We stay more closer now. You know what I'm saying? We forced to do it, but we doing it. You know what I'm saying? And in turn, that we got closer with our family, with our kids, our spouse. You know what I'm saying? It's this crazy way to look at the shit, but it happened like that. You know what I'm saying? And then on the flip side, you get some people that shouldn't have been together at all. So in the quarantine, that just blocked. You know what I'm saying? They fighting, arguing, and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And in quarantine, right? You know what I'm saying, real?
Okay, with quarantine, right? Hey, that shit happens though, man. But yeah, you right. I ain't like some of that shit, man. It's like they'll take you there. I always tell the chick that the moment you call police on me, we done. I ain't never coming back. I don't care. I ain't got time for it. That mean you try to put me in the system? I ain't got time for that.
Yeah,
That's how I got out of Smithfield.
police is a problem. Yeah.
You even
That's exactly how I got out of Smithfield. The night before, I told her, I was like, I'm coming home from work. I'm coming home from work at such time. I go home. Nigga, you been fucking around. Oh, here we go. Police got called on me. Now I gotta go to jail.
And he skipped the whole. Hey, that's how the story always told.
See, I never. But see, I swear, I don't put hands on no female in this earth. But I came home, and then you fucking this, fucking that. I was like, oh Lord, here we go.
Most
Let
girls
me go
don't
outside.
understand that most niggas ain't getting no pussy. That's my theory, right? I always told people that when we was in Smithfield, that was my argument. I always say niggas ain't getting no pussy.
The bad thing about it, I was on y'all shift. I was coming home because y'all shift was ended like six something. I left.
Yeah. That's when you start getting in trouble. When you do the night shift, you're in trouble, man.
Yeah, man.
When you do the overnight joint, you cheating.
Not good luck.
You cheating on that overnight shift, bro. For sure.
That graveyard shift is fuck you.
That's crazy.
You also can get abuse like. Let me use the example. Lorena Bobbitt, back in the day, she was in Merge. And she came home. She was getting abused, like, it builds up. And that one night he fell asleep drunk. He took a knife. Yam! Cut his dick off.
Now, you gotta always remember, right? Like I said, most niggas to me don't get pussy, right? Like, if you put 100 niggas in a room, I say 30 of them motherfuckers really get some pussy, right? 70 niggas really don't get no ass. So that's like 70% of niggas really don't. So they got girls jumping out there talking about they cheating. Niggas ain't really doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's why most niggas get pussy at their job, at school, because they don't really get pussy. They don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So when they get that chance, when that girl at the job be like, oh, you cute. You know what I'm saying? Trying to give them the pussy. That's when they do the shit. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, they ain't getting no ass. You just overdoing your boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Your boyfriend ain't like that. They be tripping, dog. Niggas don't get no pussy, dog. I really don't believe niggas don't get pussy, dog. I really don't. I really believe that. All my life, always believe niggas don't get pussy. Girls overreact, dog, in relationships, dog. Niggas ain't getting no ass. You know what I'm saying? So
for the most part, now.
Most aggressive niggas that want ass, get ass. You feel me? But niggas that ain't thinking aggressively doing that shit, they ain't getting no pussy. They going home. They going to work, they going home. Simple as that. They probably fucking play a little around with that fucking Facebook shit and probably, you know what I'm saying, like a bitch and shit, send some message, that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't getting no ass. You know what I'm saying? But once a girl catch that message shit, you in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whole time you ain't got no pussy. Hey, I'm one of them motherfuckers. You better not tell me I'm getting some pussy when I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna catch up with your ass for sure. I'm gonna fucking change history for sure, nigga. I ain't one of them niggas that motherfuckers sit back and take this punishment. You know what I'm saying? Be like, fucking every day I come home to work. Hey, who this? I ain't fucking nobody. You just like, no, nigga. Then when I leave out tomorrow, when then you come in, I'm gonna look at you like you right. I'm gonna catch up with your ass. Now, fuck that. I ain't one gonna take that punishment, nigga. I ain't get no ass with it. Fuck that. I'm gonna get the pleasure with this nonsense you give me. You know what I'm saying, Doc? Because girls can take that shit to the limit. You be fucking arguing for weeks and weeks about that shit. You don't forgot what we arguing about. Like, hold on, what? She still arguing about that same shit. She don't give a fuck. Like, hold up, nigga. I done forgot, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even getting no ass and shit. You think I'm fucking people? I ain't fucking nobody much and shit. You the motherfucker ain't give me no ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't be understanding that shit. Yeah, I ain't fuck that. I ain't put my hands on your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mike Yoke, hey, stop. You know what I'm saying? That's when the milk come on you. Hey, I don't know if Jay was on this joint right here. My equalizer, right? When they start doing exercise, you go get you some milk. The gallon, I hope that gallon full too. It's not pulling. Just start pulling on top. On the crown part. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna fuck you up.
So the crown is just coming out of the face. So it's so shocking. They like, dog. They just looking at you like, you really did that. You know what I'm saying? It diffused the situation. Trust me, dog. You know what I'm saying, dog? You won't be police like Jay did. You know what I'm saying? Looking out the Eddie. Officer. I don't know what she talking about. You know what I'm saying, dog? You know what she did? You gotta explain that shit in jail and shit. Like, no. You gotta explain what she did in jail and shit. But on the reality shows though, right? You got Shorty, what's her name? Tahiri. Now she on Merge Boot Camp. There's a whole show for merged people and shit that's having issues. You ever seen that shit, Red?
Nah. I don't watch too much of the VH1 anymore.
You ever seen that shit, Jay?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Merge Boot Camp?
Yeah, I've heard about Tahiri, and then she called the dude that she was with broke.
Now, remember, the Marriage Boot Camp really didn't have a whole lot of black people on that joint. It's like they looking like, now, fuck, we're going to put a whole lot of black people on this joint because they cash money. You know what I'm saying, dog? First of all, in the Marriage Boot Camp, the earlier joint, you had a girl faking like she was talking to a dude. You know what I'm saying? You have issues over there now.
Shit.
You had a dude faking. She was under the covers, right? All right. All right, first thing. Dude, they in Merge Boot Camp. They in the house and shit, right? I think they stay 8 weeks or some shit like that. So main man downstairs smoking with the dudes, right? So it's like 2 o'clock. They smoking J's and drinking and shit with them, right? So the girl upstairs, she spazzed out. I forgot her name, yo. She spazzed out. Like, what you doing down there with them? And like, it's 2:30, okay. He downstairs, though. They in the same damn house. You know, ain't like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she's like, oh, you down there worried about them people and all this shit? So the whole time she on the phone at 2:30, right? Then think about this now. They in the same house. He downstairs chilling with the people that living in the house with them. You know what I'm saying? The dudes smoking and chilling. Meanwhile, when he comes upstairs, she on the phone. You see the difference?
Yeah.
All right, so she on the phone, under the covers, under the phone, right? He come in the joint. She start talking about, oh, you worry about them? You ain't here for me, right? He's like, nah, I was just down there smoking, you know what I'm saying? Chilling, we were just rapping, talking and shit, you know what I'm saying? We downstairs, you know what I'm saying? Whole time she got someone on the phone. So he's like, who on the phone though? You know what I'm saying? Okay, right here is what I'm talking about. Okay? This is what I'm talking about, Rev. Okay?
Who you fucking with?
This is what I'm talking about. Okay. So now it's dark. You under the cover. You got the phone on. 2:30. Somebody on the phone, right?
Yeah.
I'm downstairs chilling in the house where you know you can come downstairs and see what the fuck going on, right? Now, forget that. I want to know what the hell. Who you talking to though? You know what I'm saying? It's 2:30. That's what she do. Don't worry about it. Who fuck you? Why you fucking worry about who I'm talking to? There we go.
Yeah, that's the trigger word.
The launch pad right there, dog. Like, I'm coming in this room. It's dark. You under the cover. And you won't tell me who you talking to?
Yeah, that's not good.
Now you see what I'm saying? That joint escalated. He snatched the phone, yanked her ass. You know what I'm saying? On the bed, shit. You know what I'm saying, dog? That was before the joint with Tahiri in the same show, right?
Yeah.
So that's a small glimpse of domestic violence all over the place in the black community, right? And it shows you the little things the girls do, though. They got the cameras on them there. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, she could have got up and said, "This is my girlfriend." Like, I'm talking about you, nigga. You downstairs. Hey, put on the speaker. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. She could have done that. No. Why you worry about me? Why you care who I'm talking about? Like, hold on, what? Who the fuck you whispering to now? I don't give a fuck what you rap about. Who is that? You know what I'm saying? That's the shit I'm talking about, dog. Like, why we go left with that? Why we go on a route where you want to hide and deceive in a situation where this don't look good? You feel me?
Yeah.
Ray, I know you don't watch Boot Camp, but think about that situation for a minute. What you think about that?
Yeah, I might have reacted similar to that, but I wouldn't have took it that far. I looked at it like, okay, so we playing these type of games. That's what we doing here. You know
My
what I'm
boy
saying?
Exactly. You start feeling some kind of way, right?
Yeah. I'm like, all
what is
right.
going on? Who is that? And your main thing is to do all the break. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
who
the
is
fact
that?
that you said what she just said, that's a trigger. That's automatically mean you want me to, you want me to do this on the camera too.
Exactly. Man, yoked her ass up, snatched the phone, all that, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Shit's crazy.
you're not gonna disrespect me in front of the whole world.
That shit ain't good. So you get to Tahiri, you know she used to fuck with Joe Budden, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one he used to fuck up?
Trying to think. That's the one he proposed to in the middle of some fucking way, dumbass.
Yeah.
He was in the middle of something. He proposed to everybody he talked to.
Right.
He one of them dudes you're talking about.
Yeah, he one of them. But he proposed to her somewhere. I think in the middle of what's that? Broadway or some bullshit in New York. And she said no. But my thing is right here, this situation. I'm gonna play the video though. Right when she main man jumped up and choked the holy shit out the bitch. You know what I'm saying, though?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if y'all seen that clip yet. Y'all seen the clip when main man choked Shorty?
Nah.
No.
I heard the sound bite. I ain't seen it.
He said he heard the sound bite.
Like all I heard was
Yeah. Get over. All right, nigga. First of all, these two been arguing the whole fucking show, right? Back and forth, arguing about. First, she saying the nigga broke. She saying the nigga just there for clout. That type bullshit, right? He's saying you not loving me like you love other niggas. You feel me? Like we seen this bitch on TV, right?
she don't like got no love for nobody.
We seen her tripping off Joe though.
That's because she's tripping off his money.
Shit. So main man on the joint like, man, I don't see you loving me like that. You feel me? That's his argument and shit. So them two been arguing back and forth the whole show. Cause main man feel like I don't feel no love from you. Bra feel like, hey, you looking for me because you broke and shit. That type shit. So they been like at each other's neck the whole show. Okay. That brings me to they arguing one time. They got a little setup where they got people shocking their girlfriends and wives, right? It's like a little shock thing on their wrist. So if they do some things that blows, like if you and your girl put the joints on, right? And every time she do something that blows you or takes you out of your element, you push the joint. So to let her know that shit you doing right now is not good right now. That's the shit I want to stop. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So they're doing some type of couple shit where you shock a motherfucker, right? So he's shocking the shit out of the bitch, right? In the show, right? He's just shocking. She over there joint, getting shocked. But the only time she gets shocked, she over there joint with the other couple, but not over there with him. You feel me? So she over there with the other couples talking shit. But the whole time he's shocking her because she not over there with him. You know what I'm saying? So she takes off the joint. She mad as fuck. She heated the whole motherfucking rest of the show, right? So now they got it in the kitchen where they're discussing the whole thing, what fuck happened and all that shit, right? So everybody in that joint trying to tell her that, man, you overreacting, shorty. You know what I'm saying? You're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? She don't want to hear that shit. You feel me? She's like, this nigga just in this joint for bullshit. So they get into the little joint, and she motherfucking throw motherfucking apples at this nigga heads, man. All right, let's take that for example, right? Let's take that one little thing for example. You and your girl arguing. Later on, you watching the game, she come back with that shit. Like, remember that? Why the fuck you did that? Right? Grab an apple a feet away from you, cock back like she motherfucking on a mound. A pitcher's mound, nigga. And hit that joint across your fucking face. Before you can react, she hit you with another one on your face. An apple, nigga. An apple. I ain't talking about no sponge. She found an apple. They gave her little sponges to throw at, right? It's a couple shit. She hit the nigga with an apple in his face. 2 apples. I'm about to play that joint real quick, right? But I want to know first, what do you think of a girl hitting you? Your girl hitting you with 2 apples in your fucking face, hard as she can, dog. Real?
That's a no, dog. We not doing that. What the fuck would make her pick an apple up and hit me in my face with it?
Exactly.
And her thing ain't gonna be no repercussions for her doing that.
Exactly. That's my point. Like, what the fuck? Nah,
But that's toxic though. That shit, the most of that shit, them are toxic females. Cause that shit right there, that's pure unadulterated toxic. Ain't no regular. Well, no, I see some regular chicks do worse, you know.
But at the same time,
some females just like to fight, dog. And if you don't get them what they want, that's when they do that dumb shit.
All right, the average nigga in the kitchen. Go ahead, Jay.
Some people do like that aggressive shit where they want to pick up something, want to bash you in the head with it, want to see your reaction. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Well, my reaction, you know, you're going to have to take that in the bedroom, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no. Imagine getting hit in your face with an apple first.
Oh, that ain't happening, dog.
Then another point hit you on the side after that.
No, that ain't happening.
That ain't happening.
All right, now think about that. Do your girl give a fuck about you, dog? Hold on, Rare. Think about that for a minute. Do your girl even give a fuck about you if she hit you in your fucking face with an apple, dog?
Yeah, her favorite line is, you don't pay her no attention.
Like, what the fuck?
Like if a nigga playing the game and he and that don't deep, and she say something, don't answer, she come back down.
2 apples hit you in your fucking
face. Yeah, 2 apples hit you in the motherfucking head.
Like, what you just do? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you in the kitchen, an average nigga in the hood, and your girl hits you with 2 apples in your face, that's an automatic. I'm gonna have to at least grab. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you get grabbed.
Turns into a domestic violence right there. Like, some of that stuff is just over the top. Like 2 apples in your jaw.
Your eyes get bruised easily if it hit it.
And you ain't eating them joints, and them joints hitting you in your jaw. Damn.
Apples though.
Exactly.
Them joints hard as shit.
I know, yeah.
They throw it. Ain't like an orange.
That's that situation right there.
That's
that situation right there, yeah.
Do she even give a fuck about you for real? Like,
yeah.
Most girls that love a person literally ain't gonna hit them with no fucking apple hard as they can in their fucking face. Like, they don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you prefer them to throw grits on you?
It's like,
oh no, not the Al Green.
They're not doing that, yeah.
Not the Al Green.
Yeah, they throwing hot grits on you, stab you a little bit.
How they gonna show you off if they hit you in the apple with in your jaw with an apple? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna take you to their job and be like, oh, this is my husband. Oh, by the way, I hit him with an apple. You know what I'm saying? No. You know what I'm saying?
That chicks love scars, dog.
Damn. So this clip right here, this is Third Perspective Podcast. Anybody tuning in right now on YouTube, appreciate you a whole lot. Hope you subscribe to our channel. But right here is a clip of her getting mad at him, talking to everybody. It's a whole group of people that live in this house. She's talking to everybody and telling them what she about to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna show y'all this shit right here. This is the real domestic violence at a high level. You see what I'm talking about?
She a bully, man.
You see what I'm talking about now?
Yeah, if I was there, I'd have walked the fuck home.
Like, how do you, as a man, sit there? What do you do, bro? Oh shit! I don't know how the fuck. What would you do? What would you do, bro? I don't get it.
Well, she giving off that toxic vibe, and I know that. So unless I'm into shit like that, I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? Sometimes dudes be into that shit. But the fact that she doing all that and that feel like that's her vibe, cause you know some shit is for the show, but that throwing apples at me and shit right there, that
What?
felt like she do other shit when the camera ain't around.
Exactly.
You know, she one of those types to be on your motherfucking arms and shoulders while you laying on your back. You like, what the fuck happened? You know what I'm saying? You wake up looking stupid.
Jay,
Yeah, I had to walk off. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't touching her. I just walk off.
that's the last time that bitch see me.
Yeah, that'd be the last time she'd see me.
I keep telling him. That's the best way. That's how you heard him right there. You ain't gonna see me no more, dog.
But we do have an instance like what happened, I think it was yesterday, in Virginia. A woman ran over her cheating boyfriend. Have y'all heard about that video going viral?
No.
Ain't gonna stop me from cheating.
Yeah, she ran him over and backed up and ran him over again.
See, that's Melissa's intent. I need you to do automatically 20 years, dog.
I just don't like the. If you get to the point where you can want to hurt the person, why even be here? You feel me? Like, you would pick up 2 apples and hit it hard as you can inside his face, and you're a feet away from him. Not even a feet, a couple of inches. Like, I don't know if you even care about this person, though. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so.
There's no way. Like, you don't know what could have happened with that apple. Hit him in his eye, any fucking. He didn't give a fuck. Then you threw another one to make sure that joint would, just in case that joint ain't laying right. You know what I'm saying?
That is crazy. I ain't never seen a motherfucker throw an apple.
Huh?
I said that's the first time I seen a motherfucker throw an apple.
That was crazy as fuck.
Like, yo, I'm gonna just throw this whole apple at your motherfucking face.
It's better
That's
that than a
your
hot
face,
pot
bro.
of grits.
Yeah, I know.
That's your
Chris ain't no
face.
joke, dog.
Yeah, throwing the Al Green. That wasn't no joke.
Now that's gonna get that's truly trying to harm me right there. You throw anything hot on me, I don't care. Jail gonna have to take me away. You gonna be matching him because I'm throwing that shit right back on your motherfucking ass too.
Hell yeah.
That shit ain't no joke. You like, how? Now
Hell
you gonna have to. Now you have to close hands.
Yeah. Fuck that.
That shit.
Third shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't play with it. Female or not. If you trying to harm me, I'm gonna restrain you. Then how hard you come at me is how much pressure I'm gonna put on you. First, I'm just gonna stop your movement. But if you keep going with it, I'm about to, you know what I'm saying, grab you by the wrist or, you know what I'm saying, make you get your knees something. But you ain't gonna just keep coming at me.
That's what I'm saying. It always be a situation where you got at least probably say, "Oh, come on, you know." Like those 2 apples would, I don't know what the fuck I would do. If I was drinking, I don't know what would I, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you pour milk on and she threw an apple at you.
You cannot withstand 2 apples to the jaw. Like, what was that? You know what I'm saying?
She
I
said,
just got me in shock, like, oh, bitch, what the fuck? Bitch, you give me 2 apples?
you
Give
up
me
for
2
it.
apples? oh hell no, I'm about to fuck this bitch up. You know what I'm
You,
saying?
you pour 2 gallons of milk on it, shit you with 2 apples.
That'd be crazy, Slim. Apples ain't no joke.
He could have ducked though. I'd have
Nah.
ducked or something.
No. She was right there. She said, "Hey, so this go for that." Blah. The old joint hit him before he can figure out what happened. You know what I'm saying? She that nigga with 2 rapid joints.
He better than me. I tripped her ass. I'm like, you ain't running out of here. Poo-poo.
Nigga, I was flicked off. I was tossed everything at that bitch.
She got the whole fruit salad, huh?
Refrigerator, everything been thrown at that hoe. Fuck wrong with you, dog. So the next clip I'm about to play, right, is when they in their joint talking as a group, discussing what happened that night, right? And she's not taking no responsibility for throwing these apples. You know what I'm saying? At all. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm do now is play the video of them in their little talk session and shit. And she not recognize the fact she hit him with these apples. All right. This is the Third Perspective Podcast. Anybody watching right now, appreciate you tuning in on YouTube, Facebook group, whatever you tuning in right now. Appreciate you a whole lot. That's Radical Rail right there under me. Jay under him. You know what I'm saying? Be here on your Spotify. But now, this shit is crazy, right? So we're going to play this joint. And I want y'all to just... Hold up. Wait a second.
He was enticing me to become that person that I don't want to be anymore. Mm-hmm. And then I look crazy to y'all. I look extra aggressive. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No.
Bugging out. You bugging out.
Are you serious?
No, like you bugging out. Like you love y'all.
Are you kidding me?
Chill out. You crazy. You need to chill. This house is on fire.
Just threw that apple in my face for no reason.
Figure it out.
Hmm?
Did you figure it out, Tahiri?
I think he was enticing me to become that person that I don't want to be anymore. Mm-hmm. And then I look crazy to y'all. I look extra aggressive. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No.
Bugging out.
I know why he acted like that, acted out that way. He was quiet the whole time, then all of a sudden just said, "Oh yeah." So he had to close hands.
Nah.
Wait.
She said the trigger word. She blamed him for how she acted. So
Yeah.
that brought that rage out of that motherfucker. He was letting it go at first. But you seriously gonna blame me for how you acted and then sit there with a smug smile on your motherfucking face? He supposed to, he did right though. He did right. I'm about to,
was not pretty at all, dog. I don't give a fuck. Nigga, he choked the bitch.
Hey, she had that coming.
In front of not even just them 10 people, national TV, Slim. Like, what?
Well, technically he ain't choke because she was still talking. She kept saying, really now. If he was choking her ass, she wouldn't have been saying nothing.
That nigga said, bitch. Hey, whenever you say bitch, that's some mean shit. We try to kill your ass.
See, the way that he choke her, he ain't choke her, all the way through. He'll choke her, lift her up, toss her ass over the couch or something.
Yeah,
But his hand still on the throat.
What are you thinking about with all these people around you? What was on your thought process right there?
But see, all them people also thinking about what he was thinking about. Like, are you serious? Them apples.
The applesauce he had to eat.
He brought that up too. He was like, hold up, man. You just realized hit me with 2 apples and they sat you next to me and you gonna blame me? That's what I'm talking about. You ain't gonna blame me for what you just wanted to do.
And a lot of females do that. They'll blame that dude for her issue. I got blamed for that issue.
Let me play that again, right? Because sitting beside her, I know that had a problem right there, right? Because she just hit me with 2 apples, right?
Basically, yeah, I'm already hot.
So let's hear what she said again, because she went into some other bullshit. she started tripping on something different here. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. What?
How do you guys think you did? Could you figure it out?
Hmm?
Could you figure it out, Tahiri?
I think he was enticing me to become that person that I don't want to be anymore.
Mhm.
And then I look crazy to y'all. I look extra aggressive.
Holy shit!
Like you bugging out. Like you love y'all.
Are you kidding me?
Chill out. You crazy. You need to chill. This house is on fire.
Just threw that apple in my face for no reason.
You okay? You okay?
Votto lost it. He put his hands on me. That's not like him.
You okay, girl?
Yeah, it was unexpected. I haven't registered it yet. And let me just clarify this. Votto's never beat me. But I've been in an abusive relationship. One is enough of your whole life.
How did we get here?
I mean, come on, man. This is crazy. Like, come on.
Here's what I tell every female patient of mine who comes in and has had somebody put hands on her. If there are zero consequences to his action, if you don't do anything next, if you don't call anybody next, if you don't file any charges next, if you don't relocate yourself physically next, if you don't erect some barriers next, the thing that you're telling him is that what he did was okay.
I'm mad at the fact that she even took me out of my character. She been doing continuously. Like, come on here. I've been chilling.
So she was asking for it.
Yeah. I mean, no.
Did you really just say that?
No, she wasn't asking for nothing. That was just
Because that's what you're saying.
no. That was just fed up and not thinking right.
I'm sorry I have to have this conversation with you, but I can't have you in the house.
So now he gets kicked out of what she. But honestly, she put him, since he was the guy that never was the abusive one, and he just bazzed out like that. She the one that put him into that place. But if she ever been to abusive relationship before, maybe it's because of her. It could be because of these dudes, but it's because she did exactly what she did Votto do. What she did to Votto. She pulled this card out that she shouldn't never pulled out. And, that triggered him to spaz out like that.
Real?
So we just gonna glare over the whole fact that she started this whole shit by throwing them apples at him.
Yeah, that too.
So if she gets no consequences after he gonna tell him he gotta deal with consequences. She started this whole shit. Like he said, he ain't do nothing to her. Or whatever he did to her wasn't physical. So she started by throwing these two motherfucking apples at this man.
And
Now
keep
they gonna
saying
throw
that
him out the house because he choked her ass. What type of sense does that make? And she's sitting there looking with the dumb face like he never touched me before. You ain't never provoked him that much before. That's all that is. I mean, how much do you want a person to take? You're not gonna keep doing shit to me before it just explodes.
Dog. He sat there. I don't know. You can't. I don't know. When you sit there that long, you can't just all of a sudden just motherfucking just choke a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah.
like what are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
You forgot what she said, dog. You forgot what she said.
But see, what she
I don't
said, but the thing what she said triggered everybody to look at her like, what?
Yeah.
Like, we just sat you throw two whole apples in this man's face. And you think he did? And then when he got up and choked her, then that's when everybody was like, oh, no, don't do that.
Dog. I don't care. And he did hit her with, two apples.
Two apples, dog.
Two apples.
But you just can't put your hands on a bitch.
So she could fuck me up. So she could beat my ass up and down the street.
Yeah, they gonna do that.
And I gotta eat that. And I gotta eat that.
Like I told you, they gonna smooch you. Like you gonna be talking shit, they gonna whoop. You gonna be like, you. Hey, I'm telling you, stop playing. That's like,
hey, the look he had on his face before they even started talking, he was already contemplating doing something, dog. he was over the fact that he got hit with 2 apples.
It was like, what you waiting for though?
And then when she said what she said instead of apologizing, I think that pushed him over the edge, dog. You can't do that, You guys, she ain't even apologize. She ain't say she was wrong.
He got tired of her keep saying that it's his fault.
Yeah,
don't
blame me for
responsibility for her actions.
True shit. I ain't letting that go. I looked at her like, what the fuck wrong with you, man? Own your shit. And the doctor too, I was like, man, why you in here talking to me? You talking to the wrong one. Because if we're in nonviolence house, throwing an apple at me is violence. And not 1 apple. 2.
Hey, I can't forget that second joint hit him just as fast as the other joint. Like,
like
what the fuck?
See, but that's the double standard I'm talking about, dog.
And he didn't get a chance to react to the first apple. The other joint hit him again. Like, damn, bitch. Is she serious? In front of everybody, she hit him with those joints.
But let him did that to her. That whole room would have stood up. Like, no, talking that rabbit shit. Yeah, no, you can't be doing that, man. Why you doing apple at her?
Apples, hell yeah. Think about that nigga would have jumped up and hit her with 2 apples in the face, yo. Ew, put his ass out.
And then I like the way the doctor tried to flip it on him. Oh, so you said she deserved that?
Yeah,
she did. Yeah, she deserved that, and she knew she deserved that.
And he fell into that trap too. Yeah, he did. Yeah, she did. Like, no, I can't believe you said that. I gotta tell you, leave. Like, what you expect that nigga to say? Yeah, that bitch hit me with 2 apples, nigga.
I would tell him say stay. I would tell him stay right here. I would got 2 apples and hit that nigga in the head with. I would say, how you feel now? You tell me if you don't want to fuck me up.
Hey, I'll be like, oh, stay right there, 1 minute. We had 2 apples. He's like, what you doing? That's what I'm doing, nigga. Then what?
So who get put out now?
That's how I felt, motherfucking clown. Fuck wrong with you?
Oh, now we have to send you home. Because
hey, that's funny as shit to get him 2 apples, though.
Like, stay right here.
Hey,
I'm about to leave. Oh.
The only reason you sit there and wait for the second one, because you ain't believe you got hit with that first one, dog. You're like, oh, what? That second joint hit you. Like, what the fuck? She really tripping now, Slim.
Yeah. Oh, well, shit.
That shit funny as hell.
Hey, Third Perspective Podcast do not condone any of that dumb shit right there.
Yeah.
Apple shit. None of that shit.
We'll hit the women. We ain't gonna sit there and let you hit us with no apple.
Yeah.
That's another thing, though, ladies, females out there, man. Y'all can't provoke shit like that. Because a nigga first reaction might be to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Before he can think. So you can't do stuff like that. Because a first reaction is anybody that do something like that, your first reaction to fuck them up. You know what I'm saying?
Any action is a reaction.
Yeah, so you gotta be careful with some of that shit. You can't just do stuff like that. Smooch a nigga, smack a nigga. You know what I'm saying? While nigga talking and shit, you know what I'm saying? Or hide under the cover on your phone and all that bullshit and say, don't worry about who I'm talking to. And it's 2:30 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. You just can't do stuff like that, Slim. You know?
Don't worry.
Because you can get some people that's not stable enough to even, you know what I'm saying, to control themselves. Real?
Yeah. That's funny though. Don't worry who I'm talking about.
Yeah. Like, what do you mean don't worry about who you talk about?
Man, and gotta watch those trigger words, lady. Take action, take responsibility for your actions, ladies. You know what I'm saying? If you did it, own that shit. Don't be trying to push it on the man.
Yeah, don't do that. Just don't do that. I appreciate everybody tuning in right now on Facebook group, Facebook, YouTube. If you're on YouTube right now, subscribe. If not, check us out later on if you like the content. Check us out, man. You know what I'm saying? Then subscribe if you like what you see. So we're gonna move on a little bit. Something we do every week, you know, is when rap was rap. You know what I'm saying, Jay? Jay favorite joint. You know what I'm saying, Doc? We go back and watch old clips of rappers back in the day when they was freestyling and their interviews. You know what I'm saying? All that good shit. Appreciate everybody though that download the podcast and not Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee too, but Tennessee and what's that? Las Vegas. I appreciate you a whole lot, dog. You too, Tennessee, Chattanooga, to be specific. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you a whole lot.
One chip challenge.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're on YouTube right now, just go and subscribe so we get 100 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna do the one chip challenge, the hottest chip in the world. Real and your man is not ready for that. Jay,
Yeah, y'all.
not ready for that hottest chip in the world.
I'm blasting off on that.
Huh?
Say I'm ready for that.
Jay say he ain't even practicing though. Yeah,
Yeah, he
you know
ain't
what I'm saying?
Not practicing.
My man said, "Fuck practicing." You know what I'm saying?
Practice. Practice.
Practice, like I said, practice.
Practice.
Fuck you mean practice?
We
But
ain't talking about the one chip. We ain't talking about the one trip, but we talking about practice.
I know I've been practicing.
Yeah, practice.
Motherfucking hot habanero hot sauce, nigga. The motherfucking chips. I'm trying everything but this hot ass mother. I know this thing gonna tear your roof of your mouth the fuck off. You know what I'm saying, dog? I know the roof of your mouth gonna be done with. You know what I'm saying?
Out of here.
Jay, Radical Rail, Rad B.I.D. Jones. If you get 100 subscribers on YouTube, subscribe right now if you're on YouTube. That's when we're gonna do that live chip challenge on all platforms. We're gonna be on Twitch soon too. You know what I'm saying? So all platforms gonna see us eating that hot chip. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Mm-hmm.
Can't get no hotter. You know what I'm saying? Anything hotter, you might blaze a torch to your tongue. Like fuck. You know what I'm saying? Put the light on your tongue and shit. Like that's hot. Fuck. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go any hotter than this chip, you know what I'm saying, dog?
Or drink some 151 straight.
That'll hurt too. That burn all the way down. All the way down, that burns. You know what I'm saying? That's a hurter. So this weekend, rap was rap, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, everybody know my nigga is my favorite rapper is Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? Not O'Shea, Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? So, Jay, I was thinking this week, since Ice Cube, I say Ice Cube had a lot of people, he brought a lot of people out and shit. I was thinking this week, can I find Mac 10? I don't know, Ray Real don't know about the Mac 10. You know what I'm saying, Doc?
Right.
You know about the Mac 10, Real? You know what I'm saying, Doc? Can I find Mac 10 on motherfucking Basement freestyle? And whoa. Yes, I did. You know what I'm saying, Doc? So we got so tonight, first I want to see, do y'all even know really too much about Mac 10? I'm sorry, Jay. Jay, what you know about Mac 10?
He was in a couple groups like West Side Connection. He was in another group, I forgot. But you know, he's an underground rapper. Like he's mainstream, but you know, he's kind of like, you know, and he's also married to Chillin from not Chillin, T-Boss.
Exactly. That's
I think
the main key.
I think they broke up though. I think he used to beat her up too.
Exactly. Hey, dog. Drake used to beat up girls. Like in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, niggas was beating their girls, y'all. They slapping the shit out of them. You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't figure it out though.
There was a lot of beatings going on.
Why is a lot of beatings going on, dog?
For sure.
Because they boxed too much color purple.
Yeah, that hurt.
Stop that shit, dog.
I with that too, you know what I'm saying? So this week right here, I got Mac 10, a classic, in the basement. Mac 10, and the nigga he had on his label, some clown, but he got his man on his joint. You got Mac 10, and what's my girl name? What's her name? Remy Ma. Now Remy Ma, what y'all think about Remy Ma? First of all, you think she can freestyle? You think she
Yeah,
can rap?
she could rap, but I think Papoose was writing some of her shit. But that's here and all there, because you don't count that, so you know what I'm saying.
Jay?
A lot of people, oh, I ain't gonna say a lot. Couple
Yeah, like,
was getting ghostwriting.
Who, her?
yeah, I think she's getting it.
Now, like I told y'all, I set this up before. Smack 10. This is when I think he was on Lil Wayne label, or he was on his own label here. I think he had Remy Ma on his label.
Red Cafe, I remember him.
I think Remy Ma was on his label, I think. So they was in the basement, freestyle. So I'm gonna let this play through, and I'm gonna get y'all thoughts on the end of this story.
The moment everyone waits for Rap City.
Look. I got Italian drop tops and German sedans, Chapards and Rolexes with the Gator wristband. A cocky mofo like the floss cause I can. Now girls mad at her cause they know I'm a man. See, I'm a hood near, good near, doing the most. Ride with toast, with big mansions on both coasts. Got skrill, no, more like Stacks and Meal. And I ain't lying, that's on everything, I'm keeping it real. See, I'm a baller, baby with a gangster mind state. Stay prepared for war and I do shit the 9 straight. And regardless what I'm selling, I'm sagging when I'm belling. Say the life of the party and West Coast is what I'm yelling. See Mac like fine wine, age and get greater. And I'm still getting paper like what, a decade later? Yeah, I'm glad for your new dudes that had a hot year. But remember, one Noah's had a hot career. Hey, look. Cafe, look, I gave you more than $1 million, homie. You know, I'll pivot you out. So check this out. Look, you gotta do what you do, dog. Come on. What's up?
Yo. Check it out. A lot of speculation on the monies I've made, honeys I've slayed. Is this Bentley really yellow like lemonade? Do he really move them pounds like 10 a day? Heard he bang like a West Side renegade. I tell you one thing, that dude never shook. If he had beef, he ain't sleep till it was cooked. How his finances be? Can he really match a double platinum artist buck without dropping the LP? If Shakedown Tank, can I be more frank? It's back to running up in due spots, taking your bank. But a million times asking me questions about Tone, Hope. You're just harassing me. You see me fools ride bone like my truck ride chrome. Don't ask me about Mac, dog. Just leave me the alone. I here to make ends, not to make friends. My chick 7 make you look stupid in your Benz. Hey, please believe I'm the beast from the east, the coldest in the city. But I creeps with my heat, and I move that hard white, kinda look like your teeth, and make your mouth cheap obese like Delarice, man. They say he an outlaw, the Arm & Hammer man. He be a nobody without Raw. I say forget y'all, got good, and if I pull it out, man, you gotta run, or get sparked by the third whale. I went platinum in a year off of bird sales, player. No, but let me gather my swerve. Yeah. The winter time coming, ready, gather your
baby mother gon' be sick, cause once I spit, you know it's a problem. People think cause Rim got money that I won't really rob them. Attitude, you should call me Diddy, the way I'm bopping. Keep a tools like OG Bobby Johnson, but this ain't South Central. I'm from the boogie down Bronx, chick, queen of NY. You just the princess of the projects, a bitch bunny with low money. These chicks show is funny. Go cash your whip check, chick. Ain't your kids hungry? By the way, your kids love me, and your man loves me, and it just gets worse. I don't think you understand, honey. You see, I call him daddy, and he calls me baby. And your son is so cute, he calls me pretty lady. And your daughter, I spoil her. I know you really hate me. Damn, what has your man done for you lately? It's crazy. I know he never there when you need him. Cause from the AM to the PM, we be crushing when I see him. We be touching something, hugging, lusting, loving when I see him. You be bugging. I was up, it's really nothing when I see him. When you see me, you be sick. You know I'm doing my thing. You probably puke cause I'm cute when you saw me in King. And what's really messed up is that my album's coming soon. Damn, it must really suck to be you when it's hot to be me. You ain't got to think of me, just don't listen to radio, read magazines, or watch TV. See, He's the hottest chick on the market. Reminisce, Remy Ma, just Remy Ma. Rap City.
What?
Yes.
In the booth. Get at.
What? Likes that. Yee. You think, bro?
Man, Mac 10 Jones was average, and the man after Mac 10 sucked. But Remy Marsh tried to say today.
Oh my god.
Red Cafe.
Yeah, J Cafe, that was your man.
Red Cafe, I know about him. He came out same time Papoose and them came out.
Man had no flow, dog. He tried though.
He was an underground rapper.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, because I ain't seen him doing too much
Really
after that.
though?
Yeah.
Nigga. Alright. Mac 10 get a motherfucking B- on this one. Like. Man, I don't know who the fuck that was, but he get a
Yeah.
he get a C-, yo. He wrote it beat nice. He was making up shit off top of his head. That was nice. Shorty get a motherfucking B+. Mary Ma. She got her man on that joint stuff. Shorty got her man on that thing. Almost made me want to play it again. Because she got her man. She was flowing nice on that beat. Kept thinking of shit to keep going, and she kept flowing. I love that shit. That's the authentic part of rapping like this. When you watch motherfuckers thinking on the top of their head, like, they're spitting, just going. You know what I'm saying, dog? And she did it. That's why I don't really separate girls from men, because it's just words. It ain't like, it's nothing physical. You know what I'm saying? So, she, like that, in that joint, her verse was better than both of them. You feel me? But she can't rap better than Mac 10. But her verse was better than his. Her freestyle. That was nice. Jay?
I give Mac 10 C+. And I give Red Cafe maybe a C-. Remy should get a B, like a B+. A B+.
That shit's nice. Think, Rev.
Yeah.
What you think
man.
on Remy Ma?
Oh yeah, she was alright right there. Like I said, she saved him. Well, she was spitting that game for him.
Her verse was nice. I like that shit, dog.
Yeah, you're right, Real. Mac, yeah, T-Boz did divorce him. Yeah. He was beating on him.
Hell, Dre was beating up his girl. What's her name? Miss Chalet.
She made a song about that shit too.
Hey, when she talk all funny and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like a chipmunk.
That's a normal voice though. But when she sings, she don't sing like that though.
Yeah, and I wonder how.
Hey, yeah, you right.
Thinking, I'm like, is that her real voice?
She can sing like a motherfucker.
Yeah, she can sing.
Like, huh? I couldn't be no broad talk like that. That shit annoy me every day. Like, oh, what? Man, fix your voice, yeah. Fuck that.
Drink some water or something, man.
That shit be annoying like shit. How she talk? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what else there? What else there? I don't want to talk to you right now. Domestic violence in this motherfucker. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, man, Dre. Then they showed the movie on it was a joint on Lifetime where Dre used to come in the house to steal the shit out like she was a man, like boom! Like what the fuck? Him and Suge. Suge was another one. He beat the shit out of him too.
I know, young.
And Suge is like 400 pounds.
That's why I say, man, it's something in the black culture where in the late 80s, early 90s, where black people were beating their women up. You know? It was just a normal thing. It was like they took on pimp style. You know what I'm saying? It was like they always want to fight. So I think this generation of women are more feisty. That will make them motherfucking smooch you in your face and shit.
If you get like, shot in your foot twice.
Like, fuck around with you, nigga. Don't play me. I smack the shit out of you. You be looking at that bitch, man. If you don't stop playing, this is how you get hit with 2 apples in your face and shit like that.
Niggas are upgrading now. They ain't stabbing them or shooting them, setting them on fire and shit.
None of that.
Now they setting on fire, stabbing them and shooting them in foot.
That's the thing. That's domestic violence. That's when a nigga don't want you to talk to nobody, none of that shit. You want you to either die or be so deformed that you won't be having no life with no other nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what that is.
That nigga got issues. You feel me? Okay. Then it's a nigga that's a drunk that just get drunk and always want to cuss his girl out and grab her ass. That's another nigga that's two different niggas. You know what I'm saying? Then you got another nigga that, like I said, get provoked and sometimes might do too much. You know what I'm saying? It's like three types of niggas that do domestic violence out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And some of them is just a nigga that did it one time. She just blew him, like get hit with 2 apples type shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, some motherfuckers that's what they do when they get drunk. They look for that bitch. Where the fuck she at? So I smack the bitch upside her head. You know what I'm saying? That type shit. You got drunk motherfuckers that do that shit. Like, where this bitch at? Where you been? Come here. I'm gonna smack you upside your head. Get your ass over here. That type shit. Them niggas had issues. You know what I'm saying? They got people that just put their hands on bitches just cause. You know what I'm saying? Not because they drunk, just because they like fucking them up. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you got that type shit all over our community, dog.
He says it's because he like to fuck her up.
Yeah. It's like some dudes like just like hitting their girls, you know? Now that was when I was coming up. I don't know what's going on now. I don't think it's like that now. I think a bitch will tase your ass now. So you get tased out.
Tasing quickness.
You like, what the fuck you doing, bitch? Where you at? Yeah, tase your ass. What the fuck? Where you at? You know what I'm saying? Bitch will tase you 3 times and left out the house and shit. Can't do that shit. I don't know, niggas, man. Like back then, like I told y'all, I grew up in a household where people was hitting the motherfuckers, smacking each other and shit. My grandmother chased my grandfather around out in the streets and all that shit. Used to nigga be in the liquor store and shit. He used to be in the bar. She'd come around and get that nigga ass and beat him all the way back around. You know what I'm saying? To the house, that type shit. In the house, she'd be beating the shit out of him. It's usually when he get drunk and she start talking dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Yeah, and then she started slapping his ass. Get your ass in the room and be quiet. That type shit. You know
go to bed. Nigga, go to bed. Pow.
Yeah, that was their normal thing. Grandma and grandma, that was that thing they used to do. Argue back and forth about once he get drunk. When he wasn't drunk, everything was cool. You know, they was cooking and shit, fish frying, he sipping on his drink. But once all that drink hit, it's a new party. Get your ass up there. I don't want to hear no more. Slapping him, get your ass up there. I'm trying to tell you, dog, it's like a reverse. Yeah, when I was growing up, it was a female beating a woman. I mean, beating a man. Like, that's not talked about too much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That happened a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you heard about that before, Real or Jay.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, when I was coming, it was that way. It was like the moms was beating the shit out of my grandpas. Fucking him up. Like, nigga, get your ass in the house. What the fuck wrong with you? You know what I'm saying?
She hit the scorpion on his ass. Get over here.
You know? Get over here. That's that shit right there. Get over here. That's why I say, Red, we're gonna do that shit. We're gonna technical ball, all that shit. We're gonna get on this joint one time. I'm gonna dog that nigga in that technical ball. You know what I'm saying? Real ain't ready for that shit.
Stop playing me, dog.
You know?
Always.
Appreciate everybody tuning in right now on Facebook and YouTube. And we just cracked. Man, I want to have a party on some of this shit. It just happened too fast. I can't set the parties up. You know what I'm saying, dog? 3,000 downloads. I appreciate that. I don't even know what to say no more. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how much I appreciate it. How much this podcast appreciates you downloading this podcast at this point. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But 3,000 downloads we just eclipsed. That was a goal we had. You know what I'm saying? It just happened. It just happened last night, actually. You know what I'm saying? We're 3,002 as we speak. You know what I'm saying? So everybody that downloaded this podcast, I don't even know what to say to you no more. You know what I'm saying? I wish you could leave us a comment. Everybody that downloads this podcast and sees this on YouTube, man, leave us a comment, dog, so I can holler at you, dog. You know what I'm saying, dog? Fucks with you, you know? Download this podcast. 3,000 of y'all I want to rap to. You know what I'm saying, dog? That's how I feel right now. I'm not a YouTuber or none shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Podcasting, I've been doing this 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Me and my man, Real only been doing it for like 4 months. You know what I'm saying? So all the feedback we get, dog, we like that shit. You know, I like to talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So leave us comments. You know what I'm saying? Real got his channels and shit. Leave us comments, dog. You know what I'm saying, dog? We like that shit. We feedback. Even if you're a hater, I like those too. You know what I'm saying? I'm with that shit too. I'm with that shit.
You
know what I'm saying, Jay?
All right.
I'm with that shit too, Jay.
Yeah.
Jay be trolling niggas.
Yeah,
they got that fake account trolling and shit.
Yeah, Jay be trolling.
Hey, Jay, you ever thought about trolling this clown right here?
Oh, I troll that motherfucker every day. That motherfucker is a dick sucker.
See, niggas like this clown right here, I can't take.
He's the reason why DC can't get a statehood.
Exactly. He's the reason why we ain't got the George Floyd bill. He's the reason why Obama ain't get a fucking appointment in the Supreme Court. He the reason.
Got that
Everything,
goddamn right.
you know what I'm saying, dog? Black people. So any black people watching this on YouTube right now, I like to put the faces to everything we talk about. You know what I'm saying? So this is my number one arch enemy right here. Boom. This clown right here.
Number one, he's tied for number one.
Yeah, he on the list. You know who the Crown Prince is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know who the Crown Prince is. But this clown right here, it's his deputy. You know what I'm saying, dog? I can't take him. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to do any bill. He don't want to send you $1,200. He don't want to send you $600. He don't want to fucking do immigration. He don't want to do anything.
He helped Trump block the ban of Muslims to come in this country.
You're big.
He's the dude. The majority leader.
Gun bills, George Floyd bills, police bills, reform bills. Forget about it with this clown.
And he's getting paid through the NRA. Like the rest of the motherfucking fools.
We got Democrat in New York taking the NRA to court as we speak right now, trying to dissolve the whole joint. Some nasty sneaks. Let's get them out of there. Let's get them all out of there so we can get this White House back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's drained the real swamp.
That's the swamp. You know what I'm saying, dog? So, like we said earlier, everybody know that Trump signed a what's the name joint, right? So, like we said, for the last 2 weeks, this lady right here, that don't nobody know who this is, it's Nancy Pelosi, right? She's third in line to the presidency. She had a bill up 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago now, that will solve everybody's issue, right? All she needed them to do was look at it and negotiate the shit they ain't like, whatever they do, you know what I'm saying? Republicans do, you know what I'm saying?
They ain't like none of that shit.
Nothing. They skipped over everything.
And that's because they said that she's asking for too much. But she's telling them it's our tax money. Let's spend the tax money that these people are paying on themselves.
Exactly.
And they is not trying to do it. So, you know,
it's not good. Nancy Pelosi.
Now, they got her in a situation here, right? So the normal person that don't follow this like we do, right? They just see my man sign something, so they thinking, okay, what the fuck? Democrats ain't doing shit. You feel me? Okay, now we know that the joint was up 2 months ago, so we can't explain that to every million black person out there, right? We can't do that. So we got to deal with what they know, right? So if the bill was up 2 months ago, right? She put that joint up to cover everything, and the George Floyd bill was up 3 months ago. They haven't even touched the table yet, right? So people that don't understand is the Democrats run the Congress, right? It had to be passed. Any bill had to be passed from Congress, had to be passed through the Senate, and then the president signs, no matter who these people are, right? So the first bill was signed by the Democratic Congress for the George Floyd bill. Everybody know what that is. The knee on the neck. You wanted something done. That bill been up. They haven't even been brought up by this clown. So everybody can understand everything that she can do has been done. The bill has already been passed. She made everybody Democratic stay at home. Stay in Congress this weekend. That's it. There's nothing else she can do but wait for this clown right here to bring the Republicans in to say something, right? That never happened. All you had was the president saying he's signing something, right? So I want to know between the two of y'all, right? Do you think that's better to do it this way, where he's doing it, or to do it the way Nancy Pelosi was trying to do it? $600, $1,200, everything hits you at once. The way he's doing it, it's not gonna happen like that. Jay?
Dog, I don't trust shit that Trump does as far as I throw him. I don't know what the fuck. The bill, I'm gonna be honest with you, the bill he signed, it's not gonna be cohesive of what is going on in the country. What he's talking about doing is taking funds from FEMA. And let me remind you that now, not only we're in the pandemic, this is hurricane season. You don't need FEMA's goddamn money. So I'm like, what the hell? You don't think? But
hurricane season, all that shit.
Yeah, we're in hurricane season. We just had a hurricane a few days ago. I just don't get it, man. California just had an earthquake like a week ago. You don't need this. You don't need FEMA funds, man. It's stupid.
Where?
Yeah, I think he creating another problem by trying to solve another problem. So as soon as he give you the money from that, then they gonna need it. Then they gonna be running around with their tails between their legs, like what the fuck happened. But why don't they just take the money from another avenue? Like they gave the payroll tax, they could have used the money from that, or wherever they pulling that money from. There's ways around it, but as
That's
people,
corporation.
You gotta remember one key thing: the Congress is the only person that can validate money moving anywhere. So when you do the you know what I'm saying? It's just like you can't do it. Congress gotta sign off on anything that's money, right?
That's not good.
We agree on that.
That's not good at all.
So the stuff he's saying, he trying to make the states pay for it. They're not doing that shit.
Yeah, and they already said they ain't going through that shit.
Yeah, come on. Instead of him just signing that shit, Republicans putting that shit up there like they used to. They want this shit to be a issue going into the campaign, so they can talk about some of this bullshit.
The other issue is that just like food stamps and everything else, they're trying to put everything towards the states now instead of them.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we paying two different parts of fucking taxes: the federal tax, state tax. So we pay more of the federal tax than we do the state tax. And what they do with the funds is what they do with the funds. But they're not doing the funds no justice. And then at the same time, this year is census. Everybody passed in their census. So, that's another issue.
Real?
I believe they should give the people their money now. A lot of people need that money now. Waiting 2-3 months later, shit could go from bad to horrible.
Exactly.
And people playing with people's lives right now. People probably need that shit to survive. Like you said, they already throwing people out. How long before they let the bank start going after foreclosures? What, another month or two? It's not good, dog. People need,
It's going to get to the point where people start looting for real.
I told people that the chaos, it's going to come.
It's
You
gonna
can
come. Change is gonna come, right?
But you heard what he said in that little interview he had, right? He gonna send the National Guard. He ain't playing all that bullshit.
Yeah, he can, but the National Guard are regular people, and that's another thing. If you work for them people like that, like National Guard and all that, you as a regular person gotta understand that you get where they coming from, why they doing this, because you yourself is a part of them. You just chose to help the nation out in the National Guard, but still, you're a person too. If they doing that to us, what they gonna do to you? And why are people doing that? It ain't just all necessarily we just wake up one morning and say, yeah, no, we gonna go burn shit down. Nah, the government let us down, and they know they let us down, and they don't care. It should be no arguing. Why are we arguing?
No bullshit.
One united front. That's it. Let's get through this. Let's make sure our people get through this. Cause without them, without us, they ain't shit
at all.
If what you need politicians for ain't no people around, or your people struggling too much.
Who you representing?
There you go. Like, really, are y'all really representing us?
Or you representing yourself?
Exactly. That's where we gotta get to. We gotta get to people that represent us. Everybody from Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts, appreciate you tuning in right now. This is the Third Perspective Podcast. This is us. Jay at the bottom, Radical Ray up top. This is the DMV, DC, live and in color. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring it to you. You know, it is us. But I do want to tell you about your man. First of all, the bubble. But I do want to talk about the video we watched, right? With Meg and what's her name?
Cardi B.
Cardi B, right? Oh, before we move on, y'all got something y'all want to say before we move on to that joint?
Gotta do better, America. We gotta do better.
Yeah. Okay. We reviewed the video, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Worship and praise.
Now, we just started, so we don't know what we're doing. But everything in block is starting to ignore me. You know what I'm saying, Doc? Okay, YouTube. I don't know how this shit we you doing here. You know what I'm saying? Anybody on YouTube watching this right now? Explain something to me, dog. What are we doing? What are we doing? Because I watch a motherfucking YouTube all day, motherfuckers playing this shit. You feel me? So why my shit blocked? Why a little ass channel like this get blocked? Put that shit on YouTube. Why do us like that? Did us with we talk about black issues. Why you do us like that? You know what I'm saying? Don't do us like that, dog. We DMV. We
just
DC.
having reaction videos, man.
You know what I'm saying, dog? We coming different. It's all gonna be different now. You might not be used to it, but let us finish. Let's get through what we doing before you block us and all this shit. You know what I'm saying, dog? You feel me, dog? God damn, YouTube. Work with a nigga. Negro. You feel me, dog? Damn, Jay. What's the blocking all about, Jay?
Man, we trying to react to these videos, man.
We ain't, you know what I'm saying? We ain't play that much. I don't know what to do now. We're doing less seconds. what you want us to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. Jeez. But the video itself was porn, okay?
Soft porn.
Hey, anybody watching this joint right now know the WAP, whatever the fuck the name of that joint is. It's soft porn, you know what I'm saying? You got them youngers in that joint looking bad as fuck. They bad as shit, though. I gotta give them credit on that. That video, I can't hear nothing watching that joint. I can't hear. What do you mean? I see that. You know what I'm saying?
You watch that video, you like that.
That got to be the hottest. They want to bring that up every motherfucking podcast. Hey, y'all know that video, right? Don't forget that video. Start our motherfucking intro over that video. What the fuck? These bitches bad as shit. Then you had motherfucking my baby. Man, she bent over. That thing was shining. Man, stop.
Baby or ass.
Woo! Thank you. Whoever did that video right there, thank you, dog. I appreciate you. I'm gonna tweet you when I find out what your name is. All right? I'm gonna tweet your ass. Hey, I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight, man. That's Jay at the bottom, Radical Rail up top. You know what I'm saying? I do want to know what y'all feel about the NBA right now, the situation we're in. Dog, before we get out, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know it was almost playoff time. I didn't know what the fuck.
They play.
They got like 2 or 3 more games left.
They tell me it's playoff time. I'm like, what the fuck you mean? I thought it was preseason and then warming up.
Nah, they finished the rest of the regular season.
I mean, I really ain't following this shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm really out the loop. So this is a crazy ass basketball season for real.
Then they got to turn around and do it again.
It's like it's nobody even paying attention to this season. Like, did it happen? It happened at what? You know what I'm saying? You gotta tell me it happened. Like, what the fuck? Let me know when it's almost championship then before I miss it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, everybody from Spotify, Google Podcast. What's that? It's a new joint, Breaker. All them joints. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody that download our podcast, dog. We had 3 G's. You know what I'm saying? 3 bands right now, dog. We can retire. Hey, that's it. No more podcast. Let me put this up. 3 G's, dog. Hey, thank you, though. You know what I'm saying? We got more coming, dog. Everybody on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Don't like the what you're seeing right now, but you feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Keep coming. I'm gonna get you to subscribe sooner or later, dog. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna upgrade our content, dog. So eventually, those people that's hovering in this joint, I'm gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna subscribe. I appreciate you, though, for tuning in, though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody subscribed already. Thanks a lot, dog. Content gonna get much better for you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you a whole lot. We're trying to get to 100 so we get the hot chip challenge. I need y'all to help us out on this one, John. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching right now, you got YouTube, you don't use it, okay? Subscribe to us, though. You know what I'm saying? So we can get the 100 chip challenge. All platforms live, all 3 of us eating this chip. We're not gonna shy away from this shit. You know what I'm saying, dog? We got the chips in hand. We were just waiting for y'all to subscribe. You know what I'm saying, dog? We ain't one of those motherfucking joints that talk bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We got the chips in hand. You know what I'm saying, dog? We got the chips live. So subscribe to us, dog. We appreciate everybody, dog, that show us love. You leave us comments. We appreciate you a whole lot. I try to get back to everybody to leave comments, dog. I appreciate that shit a whole lot. 3 bands downloaded. Appreciate you a whole lot. The Third Perspective Podcast. We got Real up top. What you need to say before we get out here, Real? You know?
Yeah. Hey, check me out, Real Media on YouTube. You know, like, follow, share, subscribe. Come check it out. If you don't like it, hey, you like it, subscribe.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody tuning in, the content, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you a whole lot, though. You know what I'm saying? Jay, before we get out here, anything you want to say?
Yeah, a few things to say. Black people, we got to do better. Stop killing each other. It's not a good thing. Second of all, go out there and vote. Third of all, I give my condolences to the WWE legend, Kamala. He passed away today with COVID. He's 70.
You don't know nothing about that boy at all.
I know about him.
You don't know about that boy?
Yeah, he passed away a couple hours ago.
Dang.
70 years old. COVID.
Shouts out to him, the Third Perspective Podcast, you know. That was my
He already had his leg cut off, diabetes.
Yeah. That was another wrestler that didn't do a whole lot of talking, but made his mark. You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's my man. You know, this Third Perspective Podcast, we can talk wrestling too. You know?
You ain't ready about that, Doc.
You don't know about that. You know?
All you know is Hulk Hogan.
You know? That's the main nigga. The main Negro. He's a bigot, though, off the street.
It's your man.
He's a street.
Hey, so we tuning out. Social justice, economic crisis, pandemic. But we black and we proud. Just the Third Perspective Podcast. Jay at the bottom. Radical Rail. And you know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Just in case you didn't know. Brad B.I.D. Jones. Appreciate everybody tuning in, dog. Them 3 Gs. We appreciate that, dog, a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? 3,000 downloads. Thank you.